And so it was said that if the pillars of the world shall fall, darkness will descend upon all that lives. From the Book of the Dark. Man did not heed this warning. The sacred cosmic tree burned to cinder. And so the darkness came, claiming all that was bright and living in Thea. When all hope was lost, after a century without light, the sun rose once more. Thea awakened from her dark slumber, and you along with her. But Thea is not the world that once was. The age of darkness weakens, but it is far from over. Life took its shy roots, yet death will not release its grip easily. While the sun keeps some of the evil in check during the fleeting days, at night, the creatures of darkness roam free and angry, unwilling to give up their dominion over the land. It is up to you to find a way to rebuild Thea, banish the darkness, and strengthen mankind.
Hello and welcome everybody back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, as we start up a new playthrough. Thea the Awakening, the Return of the Giants. Now I've only just started playing Thea, well, kind of 2 months, maybe 3, actually maybe a little bit longer, no, maybe 3 months. I've really enjoyed the game, and as I can't think of anything to put onto the channel at the moment, I figured why not. Graveyard Keeper is over, so let's bring Thea onto the channel. So we're going to start up a new game. Now, these are the gods of Thea, basically. This is like it's a card game strategy survival with a little bit of roguelike chucked in there as well. Because you can only have one campaign running at any one time. And that will basically be with one of these gods. So, as you can see, I have unlocked the whole pantheon. I haven't played with everyone yet. I wanted to unlock them all. That was what I was going for. Don't expect me to read all of the names. It's some of them are, yeah, not for me. But you can see here, we have different gods who do different things. Excuse me. And you know, they give you different effects, different bonuses. And every time you play through the game, you can unlock another one. If you get to level 3, there are lots of different, like Perrin, I got when I got all the Pantheon. And as you can see, again, some of them I haven't played with, others I have. Now, for a playthrough, I was thinking, and I have seen another YouTuber's Let's Play, and I'm thinking I'm going to play the same character. Not to copy, but because it's probably the best character for a Let's Play. And this is her, Morkosh. And the reason why I think she's a good one for this series is +1 gathering and extra food. That is going to be really useful in the early game. Whereas if we go for Horus, who is another one I actually really like, the Lord of Night and the Master of the Moon. Oh, he just sounds cool. Not so much, no. Plus in stealth, damaging, better night vision. I would like a Night Stalker. I want to find out who that is, but yeah. So we're going to play with Morkosh. for the bonuses that she gives. Now, down here we can set our starting villagers. So the way the lore kind of works is, as you just saw, there was a 100 years of darkness, and in those 100 years of darkness, Morkosh kept a small group of humans alive with her own life force. She held us close within her womb and sheltered us from the darkness. And now that the sun has risen again, she can let those villagers out into the world and start rebuilding. So it's quite thematical with how Morkosh does it. They all have their own, like, I can't say his name. I've played with him, but I just can't say his name. Savagog. Oh, I don't know. Well, he keeps us kept villagers alive by keeping a ray of sunshine, the last rays, upon the townspeople. That's how he kept them alive, because he's the sun god. So, gatherers will set how many gatherers you'll have in your village, and you can essentially go gatherers, craftsmen, or warriors. I highly recommend going for gatherers. Gatherers it really helps you step forwards with your game, with your progress. Now, difficulties. I am playing on an extreme size world. World progression is true Thea. Economy. Now, I've got it on easy. I could put it up. The issue is with it is this slows you right down. I actually played it on normal. So I had the score multiplier higher, but I played it on normal. And it makes... Essentially, you can only gather one bundle of resources at a time. I don't like that. That really, really hampers your progression. So, I'm getting rid of that. I could turn the difficulty up. Sure. Okay, we'll turn the difficulty up. We'll go with Warlord difficulty. I'm probably going to end up getting annihilated now, but it's fine. It's fine. Realism counts for how many buildings you can have. Hang on. You can only have one building type of each type, and gathering is reduced to 1 pack per turn for each source. What? What? Huh. So maybe that was the one that... Oh, that's bullshit. That can't be right. Oh, damn you. You can only have one building type. Okay. Well, we will go with... Oh, but that reduces my difficulty massively. So then what's the economy? Controls gathering, crafting and resource difficulty. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Okay. I actually wish it would give you more of more detail. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is Oh, but that takes it down to adventure, and I don't want... Poop. So this is... Okay, never mind. We'll go with this. 160. Fine. I'm not massively happy about the gathering, but we'll accept it. So the game is narrated, all of it, pretty much, only a few little bits, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to bring it to the channel. Let me know how you find the narrator.
Thea is awakened. Welcome. No time to waste. You are a deity of the High Pantheon, and you must help your worshippers survive the darkness. So what now, you ask? You are divine, yes, but you have little power, and so you will know the world through your people's eyes. This means sometimes you will encounter your own divine messengers, and maybe even face your own avatars. Weird, I know. Your first mission is to survive. Every critter is trying to make sure you stay down. So get food and craft better equipment to protect yourselves. You will guide your people to victory, either by sheer survival and progress, or by solving the cosmic tree's mystery.
What's this? Who's talking to me? And what did you mean? Looking through people's eyes?
I am but a messenger. Theodore, you can call me. But let us focus on you. Thea is a broken land. The underworld is shut, and the undead roam the earth. And creatures of darkness that ruled for a century want you dead.
Okay, so I need to improve our village and people. So how do I get started?
First, go and explore your village. Check the inventory to see your stocks and set people to gather food and fuel, like wood. Without food, people will starve. And without fuel, they will not craft or even heal, so these are really important.
Okay, gather food and fuel at the village. Anything else?
Yes. Once you've visited your village, check out the people standing outside, the exploring party. Select your party and send them to me. I will wait for your people outside the village. I have marked your people's map with a big blue question mark, so they will see where I am. Oh, and if you ever forget what your current task is, just check out your logbook.
Alright, so check out my village and people first, then send them your way. Let's begin. Enter the minds and bodies of your worshippers and begin your adventure. Ta-da! And here we are in Thea. Oh my days, that's really good. So these are the resources that we can collect. Each one of these hexagons, as you can see here, we have wood, bird meat, coal, and wheat. Wheat's not great, it's okay. That's because of our Morkosh bonus. Let's have a look at our village. Now, we have some seriously good things to collect. And this actually works. With the realism, we can only gather one group of items from each resource each time. And as you can see here, every turn that we collect bird meat, we will get 12. Wow, the bonus for collecting is actually really good. So bird meat should be double the amount of progression. Here are our people. This is your crafting skill. This is your gathering skill, the basket, and crafting skill, the hammer. So we've got a pretty good lineup here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one person on wood. So every turn we'll get 7 wood. I'm going to put... Although coal is really, really good, like, I'm super happy we've got coal on our base, we can't use it just yet. It's going to take us 2 turns, but every 2 turns we will get 24 meat. That's pretty good. That's really good. Here is where we craft the items that we will need to craft, and we can mix and match and make certain things. We don't really have the items yet. We can construct things as well. Again, probably not best to do at this moment in time. Let's turn off our equipment. We have 6 children in our inventory. Yes, children. Children stay in your inventory until they become adults. We don't have any spare equipment. Okay. That's fair enough. So let's have a look at our adventuring party. Okay. So we actually have elven wood and dryad wood. We do not want to burn these. However, we don't really want them in our inventory either. So we're going to move our team onto our village, and we're going to come over to inventory, and we're going to stick this stuff in here. We don't really need it. We're going to put that in there for reasons. I do have good reasons for... Oh. No, keep that then. Okay. That's good. And then what we're going to do is we're not actually going to do Theodore's quest first. We're actually going to come over here to this treasure chest. Let's go onto equipment and see if anyone could be upgraded straight away. There we go. See, he can have a shield. Ooh. Oh, that's a good hammer. Right. Take that off. You can see some items are two-handed. Certain spears and, well, two-handed swords and hammers. However, your warriors can actually wield a two-handed sword and a shield. Very, very useful for later on. Okay, that's not too bad. So, to give you a rundown of the stats. These are your villagers. As you can see, every villager is unique. Warriors are obviously your fighters, but that doesn't mean they're all the same. As you can see with these two, they both have different skills. This one has curse, which is quite a unique, it's quite a good skill for him to have. Tactics, you can see she has poison, but that's from her weapon. So your weapons and armor will add on different attributes, and you can level them up. They all do something. So in tactics, in tactical challenges, this is useful. Willpower in defense. Oh no, sorry, social and hex challenges. So yeah, it's quite a lot to the game. Piercing means that your attack goes first when you play your card, but we'll come to that right now.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
We will search.
You open one of the buildings, a strange-looking stone and metal-built affair, and you hear a clunking noise, then a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way.
To arms! Now, you can auto-resolve. I will auto-resolve on battles that I think are pointless. If I'm like, look, we will crush them without effort, we won't worry. So in this, it gives you a nice little overview of what skills are used. So, obviously, direct are offensive and defense. Tactical, first action is your stealth. support ally, ranged damage, and so on and so forth. The weapon effects, we have trample. I believe this. So blunt, I think, is called trample. All damage that remains goes to the next enemy. So someone with a hammer can technically kill 2 people in one attack. It is quite nice. Piercing, as I said before, it lets you attack first. Poison does poison damage. Quite simple. Life leech. Did someone have life leech? So life leech, well, leech. It's life leech. It drains the enemy's health points and refills yours, which is quite nice. Oh, wow. Okay, so here is your 2 decks, basically. No, I don't want to do that. I was going to see if I could turn the music down, but never mind, we'll do that another time. I'll turn it down on my headset. Anyway, so this is your tactical deck. As you can see here, they give you different abilities, depending on how much stealth they have, how much range damage they have, and these are your combat cards. Now you can play a tactical card, get closer, and this happens. They are confused. They can't do anything for the first round of combat. Now, he does 11 damage per hit. It's not the end of the world. And he has 21 health plus 9 shielding. So when we play... Sure, let's play her. So when we play her, she gets 12 shielding added to her hit points. And the shielding gets taken off first. Now, I'm going to play him next. Now, this is also where another part of the tactical side comes in. So these 2 should attack him. And then there's the next lot of cards. The end card has a % chance to go left or right. So she should always attack him, and he will always attack her. He could go either way. Most of the time, though, I think he does go this way, but I have had it fuck me over where he's gone the other way. So be prepared for that. Now, let's show you... Wow, you have such crap HP. Okay, let's send her in first so I can show you the piercing attack. Now, if we play this card, it will go here. But if we play this card, it slots in. See? Now, we could play this card and it will slot in here. However, she would take a lot of damage. Like, there's a... No. Yeah, there's a chance she could get seriously hurt. So what I'm going to do... No, I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be okay. So I'm going to play this card, both of these. Now, our opponent will play his next card. But what we're going to do is we're going to go first action. And we're going to move him up. So now he will take the first action in the turn. So with him doing 7 damage, it's still not going to be enough. So what I shall do then is to protect her, because if she takes all of these, she's dead. So we're going to first action her as well. Because our fighters can take this piddly amount of damage. Oh, see? So she actually... How odd. So she actually went the complete opposite way. This is screwed us. So it hasn't... In a big battle, that would be much worse. because it was,
Search the buildings
we
to
had enough
discover a supply store
shielding,
still intact.
we were fine. But yeah, that could have gone really badly for us if the enemies were slightly harder. Now we've got some good stuff from this. The gold is excellent. We want gold, as much gold as we can get. The other items, quartz is good, and the lucky button is alright for essentially level 1. So let's open this up. Go to equipment. Now the lucky button, +2 armor, and it's an equipment. What would we call it? It's an artifact. So that's artifacts and they're trinkets, I think. I'm pretty sure they are. Do any of you want an upgrade? No. Okay. What is around here also? Not much. So let's, can we move? We can. Let's start moving over to Theodore's. And now, we have research. So I'll come over to here. You get 1 point for free, technically. These are all the items that we can gather around the map. These are all the items that we can craft within our village. And the constructions that we can make. Now, I always go for this. You want wicker first. To be honest with you, our starting group is not that great. We had no wicker at the start, which is bad. But we will take wicker. We get 5 of it. Now, no, we'll do this first. So if we click up here, it will show us the closest wicker location, which is, ooh, god, wow, that's further away than I would like. But what we get is this. We get 5 wicker placed into our inventory. Now that's important. We need that. For next turn, let's have a look. Yes, we get some wood next turn. So let's pass the turn. We're on turn 2. The turns will go a lot quicker later on. It's only for now that we're really taking our time, so I can explain everything. And if you are getting a little bit lost, don't worry. I'll explain things again, and you'll see as we do more combat and more challenges.
Theodore welcomes you. Well, hello there. I see you're finding your feet and making first steps into the world. Well done.
So what now?
Events such as meeting me will occur throughout your adventures. Sometimes they are random, sometimes predestined, and always varied. Events can occur when you're out exploring, but also globally, or within your village. So remember, leaving your settlement unattended may be dangerous.
Right. Events can occur at any time, both within the village and in the world. Anything else?
Many events will ask you to bring stuff or do things in order to move to the next stage. I asked you before to gather food and fuel in your village. So you can gather resources in your village, but also by setting up a camp when you're out exploring. To set up camp, stand on an empty hex and choose the tent icon from the mini hut.
Right, so we can gather by setting up a camp in the world. Got it.
Good. Now events can lead to conversations or just random disasters, but they can also lead to challenges. To show you what I mean, track down a pack of boars nearby, marked by a blue question mark, and bring me back their bones.
Alright, point me in the direction of those boars. And there we have it. Now, I just want to make an alteration to my settings. So let's turn the voice up. Let's turn the music down. There we go. That seems good. That seems good. I like that. Yep. Okay. Resume. Now, do we have enough movement? We do. So, moving around the map, mountains will take 2 movement, forests will take 2. As you can see, it takes 3 to move over to there. But it only takes 2 here because it's flat ground. So we can do this.
You find the boars Theodore told you about. There is only a couple, so it should not be too hard. However, instead of a straight fight, you can try to do a proper hunt. If you have the right skills, that is. Or better yet, you can go all native on these beasties and wrestle them to the ground. Not an easy option, that one.
Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to go for the hunt. The hunt option is less risky for our people, but we get less back in return. So there is we won't die. A physical challenge, you will take wounds and there's a chance of dying. A fight, if you reach 0, oh, you might lose people.
Great. You have the right skill, in this case gathering, to enter into an alternate challenge. In non-fight challenges, the wounds you get during the challenge do not carry over after it finishes, meaning you have less of a risk of dying.
Basically, there you go. If you do go down to 0, it's a 2 hunting challenge. You can auto-resolve this. Sorry. Excuse me, coughing. I'm not. I will play it properly. Now, as you can see, we no longer have our piercing attacks. Not great. But what we're going to do is we're going to put him down first because he's got the most health. Excuse me. Now this one, it doesn't actually matter. So we're going to put her down. Then we're going to place you down. We're going to give you a load more health. And then place you. And you know what? We'll play her as well. Just in case. We should kill them all though. So, this time, did we make it to the second phase last time? I think we may have done.
You stalked the boars like a pro and caught them unaware. Your loot may not be as plentiful as a straight fight, but you did not risk getting wounds, so your people will not have the danger of dying now.
If after the second phase you go back to the first phase again, you basically have 2 combat phases, reshuffle the deck, play your cards. If any cards died, then you can't use them.
Thea
They're
is
gone.
not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Okay, I will. As you can see, one of our children has grown up. We have 3 options. There are 13 in total. A lot of options. This is sad. I was really crossing my fingers that we would get a special event. We didn't, so it's a very small chance. You can essentially sacrifice 5 children and you get 1 adult who is amazing. And I really like that event. But anyway, we didn't get it. So we're going to go for a warrior.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Now, we start off with less warriors, so I would recommend getting warriors first, because there's at least a warrior now back at base who can help protect. Also, have we got to the stage? Yes, we have. So we can craft something. So if we come over here, you can see you need different items and different things in different places. Now, if we go for what I would consider to be the cheapest, we get +3 crafting for our item. But if we go up with scaled leather, well, let's go with normal leather first. Again, it's 3. These are first tier items. If we go with the scaled leather, it goes to 4, because this is a second tier item. Now, if we had another second tier primary material, it would go up to 5. You can get it up to 6. I think you can get it up to 7. I'm not 100% on that. But we are going to go for this. We want this. Definitely. So we'll put our craftsman on there. Well, craftswoman. And in 3 turns, we will have ourselves a wicker basket. Now, if you're watching and you want a character named after yourself, please do leave me a comment and put you over there. And I will see if you could be named. Actually, we want that on and that off. Yes. So we're gathering bird meat. So having bird meat as something that... Well, actually, I should explain. So this is what we're using. So we're currently using normal wood as fuel. You can use any wood as fuel, but these are rare. So why burn them? Same with food. You can tell your... Oh. Can I literally just go like... Ah. Okay. So, this is what your people eat every day. We have 4 turns of food supplies at the moment. We can take it up to 18, but you're better off keeping food that you can't gather every turn. So we can't gather meat, but we can cook with it. So it's better if we don't eat it for now and make meals out of it later.
Theodore welcomes you. Well, hello there. I see you're finding your feet and making first steps into the world. Well done.
Now, there are actually 5 options here. I've never seen what the other options. I don't know. So, lots of replayability. Because, hell, I've done 30 hours, maybe more, and I've still never seen it.
Wonderful. Well done. And keep your resources. They may come in handy on a rainy day, you know. As you saw, you got both experience points and research points, on top of any material rewards. All of these will help you grow stronger.
Oh, okay. So we gain experience and research by doing such tasks. And we can get rewards. So what now?
So, you've discovered that some events will let you solve a situation through more than combat. These non-combat challenges are often just as hard, but it means that fighting is not the only way. Remember, wounds from combat challenges can kill your people even after the fight, so choosing a different path is often safer. And having a medic in your party will help decrease the chances of dying as well. Anyway, great job on the boars.
Thanks. I think we are getting the hang of everything.
Practice makes perfect, you know. So now that the boars are done for, let's practice one more challenge type. Social encounters. I spotted a fellow demon called Hurlik, and I want you to convince him to give you some gold. When you have it, bring it back here.
Okay, go and talk to Hurlik and get him to give us some of his gold. Got it. Now, these can be a little bit annoying. Sometimes, you can see we have oceans. I've had it before where I had to restart because the Hurlik was on the other side of the world. Just because there was an ocean there, so I had to cross the oceans, which was next to impossible. But we'll come over here. It's going to take a little bit longer than I would like, but that's okay. We don't have... So to set up a camp, you need to have 1 movement point. We don't have one, so we can't get any fish or seaweed. Sadness.
You lose your footing and fall into a really deep ditch. You quickly realize you are not alone and that you have fallen into a viper's nest.
This is bad. This is really bad. We don't have enough. There's another option if we have animal kinship. Do not fight them. There are a lot of them. We're going to go with a physical because we might be able to do this. This is a really bad one. Just to we could get poisoned, which is... Oh, he's doing 10 damage per turn. We don't have any... So, something that I didn't mention before. We've got first action here, 2. Well, that means we can make any level 2 character go first. So we can't use first action. It won't help us. Now, I didn't mean to click on that, but it's fine. We also don't have a support. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. This is this is really no. Now, luckily, we do have more cards, so I can give you 4. So as long as he doesn't hit you, you could... No, you can't because he's got... So bad. So bad. Oh my days, this is... Oof. Okay. I don't know if we can win this. I really don't think we can. I will try my best, but... So I could shield, that would make no difference whatsoever. I can't first action anyone. So let's send you in. And then you in. Because at least you can do 10. If you can get a hit off. So let's see how the cookie crumbles here. Oh no. Yeah, we've lost. We've lost. He went the wrong way. Okay, so 1 down, 1 for 1, 1 for 2. 3 for 1, 3 for 2. Okay. Player goes first. Right. This is still not going to help us. Okay. So with 7... So, the issue is, she's going to go down. But if he attacks that one... Yeah, I think we've lost this. I don't think we can win it. Because he's going to attack that one. So she attacks that. He attacks that. And she's gone. He attacks that. He attacks... so that's the first round. Second round, she dies. He dies. Yeah, second round he dies, and then she would die before getting her attack in. I can shield you, which might just do it. We might get one more turn, and if we get to go first, we might win. I don't... Oh! Oh, hang on, that's fucked things. slightly. Please go. Yes, we went first. Okay, no, we might be all right. You go. And then how much do? You do 10, but fuck, you've got 16. So we would have to. So with the who goes first is on a coin flip, which really sucks. There's no point her getting closer. Oh, there is. Get closer. This might be terrible. It might be a bad idea, but we'll have to see. If that attack... Oh, we won! Oh, fuck me, we won! Oh, holy shit. Okay, right. Wow, that was so close.
You managed to climb up before the snake's attack.
Oh, that was so close. That was so close. We're alive, though. We're alive. And we've got a level up. So, this is our group back in town. It wasn't a good level. Intelligence for him is okay, but health, shielding's alright. Attractiveness, eh. And this group, strength is alright. Willpower, tactics, health, damage is quite nice. +2? That is quite nice. Who's running out of food? Why are you running out of food? You've got 3 turns left, but you'll get 24. Yeah, you should be fine. To the Hurlik.
You find the Hurlik Theodore spoke of. He sits on a rock and stares at you with his large yellow eyes.
What do you want? You looking for trouble? 'Cause I can get you some.
He clenches his tiny fists at you.
He's got black eyes. So, here's a... That was actually a reference to the other YouTuber, but never mind. So, here's an option. Now, you might think, let's go for the fight. Clearly, that's the one we should go... Perhaps not. No trouble, little fella. We just want to talk.
Little? Who are you calling little, you overgrown pile of softy fish bags, you?
The creature huffs and puffs at you, shaking its fists violently.
And again, you might think to go for this one, but wait, let us just see. Alright, our apologies, sir. Little is a mark of honour in our village. You know, like we say, hey there, village elder, you're very little today.
Sir, don't you see that I am a woman? Ah, but a compliment, you say. Well, I suppose being little is way better than being big. So you're kind of clever to call each other little, even though you're clearly vertically challenged. So, what's your business here?
And it's gone down to a 1 skull social fight. This is a little bit of an odd one. It's a tutorial battle, so eh. Well, we were told you have some gold, and we really need it. A fella called Theodore said you may be able to help out. So we've got 2 Hurliks and a crazed bee. If you have the craftsman still in your party, you can auto-resolve it, and you'll probably win. So, let's have a look. He's going to do 4 damage. Oh, we've actually got a really bad group. I say that because you will die. So we're going to have to put a... we're going to have to put someone up who can live. Excuse me. The crazed bee we don't need to worry about. It's but that's both attacks. So what we're going to do is we are going to support. I'm just wondering, would it be better to support or, well, no. Well, it doesn't actually make a difference for the other dude. So we'll put you in. We'll put you in and then support. And then we'll put you in. She's going to go down no matter what. Won't make any difference. But that damage will not go through to the rest of the group, which is important. Oh, hang on, she might die. Oh no. And there we have it. We have won.
All right. Theodore is clearly up to his old tricks. Sending you here for his gold. Here you go, and tell him to come himself next time.
And there we have it. We have a Blessing of Speech, which gives us +5 speech for 15 turns. Which is quite good. And a piece of gold. No resources that I can't actually move yet. Okay. We shall let the turn pass. Ah. Okay, no, they haven't come to us. Right, we're going to get rid of them now. So because we stepped onto their square, we get to choose a straight up fight, a hunt, or retreat. There are other options. We're going to go with hunt. And begin. Once we get a few more people in the party, I will auto-resolve more. Obviously, if you have, 12 people in your party and it's a 2-skull fight, you're not going to lose unless you literally have no one who can do the job that, well, they're meant to do. Yeah, let's just get you guys in. As I said, I don't see them really winning this. So it should be an easy victory. Yeah. I'm mainly doing this to give you guys more chance to see how it goes. So, it's not all voice acted. These parts really aren't. You track down the prey and lead them right into your trap. Some of the pack could have gotten away, but you got your winnings. Got your win. And we got a metal ring and some amber. It's quite nice. We need amber. Amber is a nice resource. But see, this must be. Oh no! So we're coming out of a forest. So yeah, we don't get much movement. But we can come here, and we can attempt to get some fish. Actually, we can do this. We can get. Now this is the annoying thing about the realism. So we can get 20 fish per turn, but we've got 90 production, or productivity, or progress. Without realism, if you have 144, you could get 40 fish. I actually prefer that way. It just means you can get more. Because later on, oh wow. Later on, yeah, you need a ridiculous number of progress for some things.
Theodore welcomes you. Well, hello there. I see you're finding your feet and making first steps into the world. Well done.
Right, we got your gold for you.
Oh, good, you got the gold. That wretched woman owes me, but I have no desire to speak to her. Anyway, it's a matter of principles rather than the gold itself, so just keep it. You may need it to craft better stuff, you know.
Thank you. So what now?
In social challenges, as you saw, you will face your opponent, but different skill sets become relevant, such as speech, attractiveness, and will. So just remember, different challenges use different skills. And so your party composition can have a great impact on the way you explore the world. As you perhaps noticed, you got research points as well as XP. You need research points to discover new materials and recipes for crafting and new buildings for your village.
Right, so I get both experience, research, knowledge by exploring and killing stuff. Got it.
Now, you will notice that some equipment as well as buildings in your village require a lot of stuff, often things that are not easily gathered or commonly found. For such needs, I also recommend scouring the world map in search of old ruins, abandoned tunnels, ancient towers. You get the gist, right? It so happens that I know of an old dungeon that you can explore and loot. I have marked this place on your map.
I'm not reading that.
Well,
It's the same.
I have a second task for you to do at any time you're ready. Craft me 10 cooked, baked or roasted food, any type. You may want to research some varieties as well to match your supplies. Also, leave these 10 crafted foods in the village until I show up. You don't have to rush with this one. Take your time and get to grips with managing your settlement. Remember to check the magical help button to read more. Yeah, I know, more about any mechanics.
Fourth wall breaking. So, don't bother buying new stuff, like cooking recipes. I don't buy new cooking recipes until much later in the game. You just don't need it. So, we have our new gathering tool, our new basket. So what we want to do is we want to come over to here. We want to give that to her. And you'll see everyone has a weight that they can carry. That's actually related to their strength. So the more strength they have, the more stuff they can carry. It's a pain later on, but early game it's not so much of a problem. Now, we don't actually have any items to craft that much with. But I highly recommend you do. Use up whatever items you have, because, oh wow, we only get 1 research point for that? That's not good. We only get 1 for that as well? Ooh. Okay. We might wait. Yeah, I think we're actually going to wait before trying to craft. Food is the least useful thing. It's 1 star. Do you know what? Let's fight, because I need the resources. Ugh! So, spiders are not difficult, but they do have poison attacks, which... Damn you, why are you there? Right, send you in. So, she has killed that spider straight up, which is nice. We'll send you up next. So this is where piercing attacks are actually extremely good, because even in the tactics deck, another enemy falls. It's just, I highly recommend having some people with piercing attacks. It's just a really, really smart move. So the enemy cannot do any damage to us. Oh, actually. Oh, I shouldn't have really done that. I suppose it'll show something off. I'm sure we've already seen it, but still. So yeah, the enemy can't hurt us this turn. And that, if you can get it to work out like that, is not beautiful. It is what you want. Now, blunt weapons. Oh, I didn't look at what I collected then. I know I got some spider silk, which is useful. So blunt weapons all have that ability to... Any remaining damage goes on to the next enemy. There are one-handed ones, but their damage is highly, highly reduced compared to other
You stumble across some ruins of an old city,
weapons.
engulfed in mist and mystery. One of many buildings you tirelessly searched through contains a closed stash. It takes you almost an hour to open it, but luckily it's not empty.
Yeah, that's okay. How many more turns until night time hits us? Because you don't want to be out at night. At night things get very, very, very bad. Let's get some more fish. Okay, we have maybe one more turn. I don't think we can get there in that time. So we're going to head back to the village. So we also got a level. Ooh, that's really good. So we've got +2 folklore, +2 gathering. That's really good. Perception, not bad. Willpower, eh. With our explorers, not so great. Plus, eh. I mean, the extra crafting isn't bad for our crafter, but still. Oh dear. Oh dear. We didn't really get many resources, did we? And I don't want to use my gold to make a hammer. That's kind of crappy. Okay. Okay. Ooh, +1 folklore. So, these items here will give us distraction, armor, and folklore. You can see the... Well, we'll find another one-handed. It's a little bit... Okay, there's one-handed. So you can see... Oh, actually, it's a better one. But it adds shielding. So, swords will genuinely add shielding. Like, actually, even though that's only 2 damage, +6 shielding is actually worth her keeping that on. What's your mace? Okay, the only issue is I actually have other people who could probably do with having some of these items. It's, you know... Ooh, that's not bad, but not for you. Who got folklore? Now, someone... Okay, both our crafters have folklore at 2. You also don't really want to diversify. No. You want to... So, how best to explain this? With these people here, they already have folklore. So by giving them items to increase their folklore, you are helping them much more than, you know, everyone having 1 folklore. That's not nearly as good as having a few people who are just specialised in folklore. And then we can see here, he takes a 2-handed sword and can wield it in 1 hand. So that makes him incredibly powerful. You know, he's got 9 shielding just from his weapons. It's pretty good. He's not very intelligent. Yeah. He's actually got 4 crafting, 4 gathering. Just naturally, that's kind of sad. Did he get the gathering? Oh, that's actually so sad. You remove that, because you've only got 5, whereas he's got 6. What's the hunter's? Ah, hunter. You take that. Now he has 11 hunting. Very nice. But we don't really have any materials to craft with, so I'm going to come over to here and we're going to make some food. Now, you can essentially do this and make jerky. Quite simple. Or you can actually add 2 ingredients and get something else. We don't really have enough materials to make any more. You also do not gain experience from making food. Sadly. No, I like that. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's a... Well, actually, let's get the rest of our crafters over here. Sorry, gatherers, not crafters. I would really like 1 coal per... Oh, I should also explain. When you do a gathering or a crafting, the highest person puts their full ability score onto that task. Anyone who's helpers, they add half their ability. Now it doesn't go down to half, quarter. No, it just goes full, half. So we're gonna have to put you on there. There we go. But that's really good. You know, we are getting 5 lots of resources every turn, kind of. That's
Yes,
excellent.
wonderful. You made your first
Okay.
batch of prepared food. No longer are you a mere scavenger. Now you can cook. Crafted foods are more efficient than the raw stuff, so you may want to take them when you're out exploring, as they are lighter to carry. So now I have a harder task for you. Build me a building in your village. Any building will do. Good luck.
Okay. So, we're not going to be building a building. Not anytime soon, anyway. We actually do have a research point. Now, this research point is a difficult one, because the simple fact is I would like to go down for Nimblewood. This will allow us to get more gathering solutions. Well, we can make another gathering basket. The Nimblewood might be closer by as well. I think I'm actually going to go for that, because we do have some scaled leather, so we could make another basket. The other option is going for gold. I'm probably going to go for gold next. And there's a reason for that. Gold in buildings gets you dwarves. I like dwarves. Dwarves are amazing. Dwarves are incredible. So I really want us to have dwarves. They are just the best warrior and crafter that you can get in Thea. And they're just amazing. So, as you can see, we have a level 3. Hang on. Yes. Sorry, so that's a level 2. So straw is level 1. Wicker is level 2. Nimble wood is level 3. So we've got a 3 and a 2, which has given us... I don't have enough spider silk. And we can now use coal as our catalyst. Now, it doesn't actually make a difference at this moment in time. I think the weight might change. Once you've got a smithy, you have a chance of actually making better quality stuff. So, at the moment, no real difference. I'm happy with that. I like that. So we will put that on. That needs another 2 turns, and then that will take 2 turns. Okay. I think that's pretty good. So let's pass a couple of turns. So at the moment we're at, we're in night time. We don't want to go out during the night. It would be very, very bad for us. So I suggest we just stay here and just be happy with our little village.
A small group of travellers passes by your village. You exchange basic supplies and talk. Because of your kindness, they tell you of a herbalist living in a solitary hut out in the wilderness. They say she can cure any poison and even heal wounds, for a price, of course. They give you a map to the herbalist's hut and depart on their journey.
Well, thank you. Fairly close. Now, this is midnight. This is when it is at its most dangerous. So, we don't want anything to do with them, so we're going to let that pass. Now, we have ourselves a Nimblewood basket. Excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on him, so he goes up to 12. Our hunter is going out with us always. I absolutely adore hunters. they just have a really good set of skills. They're okay fighters, great gatherers, they've got animal kinship, you know, traps, speech, stealth. They're really, really good. So I always do my absolute best to get more hunters, and you can't get more hunters easily. They're really difficult to get. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass up a couple of turns until we come up to dawn. Okay, so we have 5 warped snakes. We're going up. No. They're going up against our town. We cannot lose. So I'm going to auto. No, I'm not. This episode is going on far too long, especially considering I need to add on the front cinematics. So. But at the same time, I don't want to risk my people all getting splatted. Look, I could have. My RNGesus with getting people with hammers in the front row is not so good. Okay, sneaky gits. I mean, we can be sneaky as well. And we can be sneaky far more times than they can, so we've won this. There's no question. In fact, just to be a Judas, I'm going to send my people to the front so they can't actually hurt us. And this is what I mean. I will auto-resolve some of these battles because it's pointless. We've got so many cards. The enemy has no chance. Don't auto-resolve skeletons. You'll be surprised how often your highest level character gets his ass whooped. Utterly whooped. Right, so it's at this point that I am going to end it there. I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of Thea, The Awakening, Return of the Giants. This is going to be a bit of an odd series. I don't know if I'm going to do it, upload it every day, or if I'll do it once a week, something like that. We'll have to see how my schedule changes. If you want to see more, please do leave a like. If you want to name an NPC, because later on when we get dwarves and elves and other people join the community, you can name them. So by all means, leave a comment, put your name down. If you want to be a Pacific race, leave a comment, a name with your race that you want, and I'll make a list. And I'll try not to get you killed. No promises, but I'll try. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to the next ones. So take care everyone, and as always, bye bye for now.